Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect, here live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for watching and being here. And if you want to join in the madness, and there is some people who are in, we got the guest three and help you in. Remember, if you can't, the phone number, as always, to check in to the Dukect Lounge is always 605-562-0444. Once again, the number is 605-562-0444. And the show ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the number is 92417. And also, if you just want to just connect to the internet, just get a headphones and with a microphone or have a snowball thing that I do have right now. Just come in, plug in, bada bing, bada boom, bam, you connect to me live on the show. But if you can't go in and live and talk, remember, you can just, chat room is always on lock. You can always talk to me via chat, and we can communicate through there. Anyway, let's get into the big news here. And I know, the Dem debate is still running and still talking and such. And I know, it's a little bit of kind of programming, but you know what? I think we can have something interesting and such here. But anyway, let's see. Let's talk about the big things here. Let's get into it. Bethesda. Oh, Bethesda. What is going on with Bethesda these days? Oh, my Lord. Bethesda. What is... Wow. I mean... it's so easy. It's so easy to go after them. Because remember, once upon a time, people were always on the Bethesda bandwagon. Me... Personally, I got off the Bethesda bandwagon when they did that copyright BS with Prey, with the game Prey, the remake of Prey, and Pray to the Gods. It's like, seriously? Are you going to basically have a copyright complaint against that game where it has nothing to do with you and such, going against a small independent company? Screw you. I'm not buying or supporting your company ever again. And funny thing is, Prey still underperforming. You know why? Because they didn't even market it. So instead of maybe suing people, maybe if you actually market the damn game, maybe people actually will go and buy it and such. And it keeps getting worse with Bethesda. Fallout 4, people didn't like that. They said it was just a little bit run down. It's the same type of stuff. Then Fallout 76 happened, and the multiple failures against that. And now the new stuff, ladies and gentlemen. There's new stuff. new stuff for Bethesda. As right now, ladies and gentlemen, Bethesda, first off, they re-released the first three Doom games, which is amazing. That's actually really nice. Doom was, one of the most influential game series for, heck, it was so popular, so big that it got Congress to come in and start the whole round of questions and all that type of stuff for the with the ratings and games and such. Then all the stuff with Doom 3, which had its issues, but I had fun with it when I played it, even though it tried to do more atmospheric instead of the whole, oh my goodness, let's do the Doom, the whole action gunplay for Doom, the new Doom back in 2016? Yeah. But then, this happened when they were actually, when people got these games, it had this saying here. A Bethesda.net account is required to play this title. Please connect to the internet to continue. That was it. A login dialog for the release of all three Doom games. Oh, Lord. This is just sad. It's sad that a game like this, it's just, it's just to a point that is, to one point you have to look and realize that this stuff was, these type of this is going to be the future of some of these game companies and such. With streaming games, and I'm going to connect this to what Strata is, that pretty much says your games will not be saved and such. Let me get the stuff here. And such. Even though they say it was a mistake, Bethesda said it was a mistake. Let me get this stuff here. talk about this. Let's see, Google Stadia. They are, it looks like they are going to, basically, they're not going to be able to save games. If this thing falls, guess what? All the games you bought for it, it's done. There's no real point to save, and then you can have like IDs to get these things. It's more and more as time goes on. Video games seem to be less and less into a person's, even if you buy a full price 60 or get a deal from Steam or whatever, or get a deal from Stadia or whatever, it seems like the less chance you actually own the property. You don't have a chance to own it. You don't own these games. And that's why I'm so pro, having physical copies and such, because even though I do like digital stuff, I think digital copies are fine. But I worry because some of these games do not. Some of these companies are not going to save these games. They're going to basically either have, for example, what's going on with Bethesda and such is saying that you need a Bethesda.net account to play these games, even though these are from third party people. Like, hey, for Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, do I need a Bethesda.net account? Because what if I just want to play Doom? Just want to play Doom and not be a part of Bethesda.net? Well, sorry, you're not going to be able to play this game. And that's pretty much it. Even though they're going to bring in, is working to remove a login dialogue and such, which they're working to get rid of it. But again, it wouldn't surprise me that this is going to be the same thing. What's going on in Australia? Google Stadia is saying, oh, you wanted to play these games? Sorry, Google Stadia doesn't really work right now, so you need to have this account, or you might have to make another account just to get into these games. That sort of thing. And that is, or worse, they're not going to have a chance for you to actually play these games. You might buy it, but you'll be locked out of playing it because, Stadia just completely bombed. So that means all the people who bought it, you're SOL. See ya. Who cares? But here we are. But yeah, back to my point. These games are not going to be able to be saved or talked about, or will not be, not just not remember it. These games will not exist, and even if you bought them the full price. Now, that is going to be the next hurdle for this next gen, is from not having the next gen experience to the true next gen experience is not going to be people not even getting your games. That's it. You're not going to be able to buy or keep your games. That's the next gen experience. Or if you do buy your game, guess what? You have to you have to go online to do it. I mean, they're not going to be, you will buy them and you will be screwed by it and such, and that's going to alienate more people. But that's my fear in the next gen of gaming, is that you will not be able to actually keep the games. You're just going to be, you're SL out of luck. Anyway, we're going to take a small little break here. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, when we do return, talking about this subject, we're going to talk about what happened on SmackDown Live and Roman Reigns and his terrifying escape and his confused expression afterwards. I will be taking a little break. We'll be right back here live on the Dukect Lounge, live on TalkShoe.com. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back. Sorry for the little spritz up there. Technology, huh? Fun. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Again, number is to call in to join in the madness every Wednesday night live on TalkShoe.com. Number is 605-562-0444. Once again, number is 605-562-0444. And the show ID to connect with me, Dukect is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. And right now, let's get into what happened with Roman Reigns. WWE SmackDown. Well, let's see. Well, let's see what happened. Let's set a whole table up. Roman Reigns was gonna go make an interview, and at the end of the night, Roman Reigns is gonna walk down the interview with this weird way they shot this, which is very interesting. It was like very new direction, and then, out of nowhere, the cable, the crane fell from out of the sky, just completely and totally just falling out of the sky, which is just what just happened, which is like very weird. It's like, what in the world just happened? You're like, how did this happen? And then next thing you know, he's like, he was just crushed with the scaffolding falling down. Next thing you know, boxes coming down. Everything else. And then next thing you know, okay, then fine. Then next thing you know, he come out and says, oh, you're just completely fine. No cells, the whole thing. And we don't know who, just this mystery attacker, which is well set up for SummerSlam, which is weird. And I don't get that. I don't know what it is. And then personally, I think the guy is either going to be Samoa Joe, or I don't know who is going to be the one to attack Roman Reigns. Who would be the one to actually, fit the whole thing? Because if it's Joe, it'd be very lame. Drew McIntyre, which doesn't make sense because Drew always wanted to come face to face, and he's busy with Kevin Owens. I don't know who is going to be the one to attack I wonder who was going to be. Some people who, you think about that. I think a lot of people right now think it's going to be, some would say it's Buddy Murphy, which is like, why? What the heck? Buddy Murphy. Why in the world will Buddy Murphy attack Roman Reigns? And that would be just serious. It would be just really a letdown because majority of people would be like, who the hell is Buddy Murphy? And who the hell is him challenging Roman Reigns? He hasn't been built up. He hasn't done much TV other than saying, wanting to fight Kevin Owens. That would be it. Why would, what's the point of putting Buddy Murphy and such there? A match would be interesting. Absolutely. It'd be something interesting. But people don't care about Buddy Murphy. It'd just be really much of a letdown because Roman is going to be, I think he's going to be a star because of the whole Hobbs and, The Rock in the movie about, Hobbs and all that stuff. It's coming out this week, I believe. And I just look at that and I'm like, it would just be just a complete and total just drop down. I mean, to me, it should be someone big. You know what would be interesting? Rusev. Yeah. I think Rusev should be the one to do it. It would have been a very interesting, because, hey, Rusev hasn't been around. He wants to take out Roman. He wants to take down the guy. He wants to be important and knows, wants to be something like that. Heck, he's still pissed off at Roman, who may pass him. It does fit a little bit better, and you give Roman, Rusev some way to really come in and, hey, Roman can probably take the loss here. Rusev would be more dangerous, more profound, like more of a vicious heel, and have him just tear up everybody, and then bam. Yeah, and have him win the world title. Hell, be the one take down Kofi Kingston at the Royal Rumble or something like that. I mean, basically destroy Kofi Kingston. I mean, you just annihilate him, and just at the Royal Rumble and such, and then you build that up like, wow, that's awesome. Like, wow, that really is dangerous and such. And you make Rusev, because people still like Rusev, and it could be something really, really big. Buddy Murphy, though, it would be just a, who? It was like, this guy? It will go off as a lead balloon, and majority of people are not going to really care about Buddy Murphy or anything else. So I hope it's not Buddy Murphy. I hope it's not, Drew McIntyre or Samoa Joe. I would want it to be Rusev. I would hope it'd be Rusev. I think that would be much more of an interesting way to go into this feud. It would be something like, oh my gosh, Roman Reigns taking on this guy. It'd be something very interesting to see. I would love to see that. It would be something that a lot of people would be like, wow, I mean, it would actually benefit Rusev, and having Kofi Kingston lose to a guy like Rusev for the WWE Championship after he built up. I know people say, "What about the Fiend?" I'm like, Fiend, that's good, but if they build him up correctly, I think he should be one to take down the Universal Championship personally. I know it'll be two dangerous heels in the samest thing, the same thing, or at WWE will be like very be the same, which fine. I will risk that, but I think it'll be more interesting and engaging than just having just having it's gonna be Buddy Murphy, because it would just be too much of a letdown. No one's really gonna know who he is. Maybe the hardcore smarks will know, but when Fox is like, hey, okay, we need something big and important, a big time feud for Roman Reigns, and they come out with Buddy Murphy, what do you think is gonna be the reaction of the majority of the public? It's gonna be like, yeah, the sounds of silence. And that is what it's going to be. I know it's going to piss off some folk, and I get it. It's going to piss people off. But this is some of the, some hard medicine that these some fans need to hear. Buddy Murphy is not going to be that main event star. He's good for he's good for that small cruiserweight stuff, but man, there's no way I could really treat Buddy Murphy as a legitimate threat to Roman Reigns or anyone else there. Is Buddy Murphy more of a legitimate threat than Drew McIntyre? Is he more of a legitimate threat than Bobby Lashley, who could have been an attacker, which would be interesting as well? But Lashley seems more of a dude to take people out. Braun Strowman, maybe it would be Braun Strowman. Yeah, I mean, there's so many other legitimate threat guys. If it was going to be Buddy Murphy at the end of the day, it would just really be sad and depressing. It'd be like, oh, we have all this big and important stuff, all this big and this all these roster stuff. You get the most least likely, boring, blandest, and not honestly only fans of the cruiserweight division, which is not much. I mean, let's be honest, that no one's really watched 205 Live. Let's be real, no one cares about 205 Live. I know it has its fans, but no one really cares about it. It sucks, but hey, that's life for you. You gotta be honest. I gotta come with the hits, man. I can't just be all lying and everything else. But yeah, that's what it is. I want someone. If Roman is the one to be attacking, this is a huge storyline, and it looks like it will continue with the way it's shot. It looks really good, even though it was just the way it looks completely and totally goofy. It looks like it's clown shoes, but then it's pro wrestling. So yeah, pro wrestling is clown shoes at the bare minimum. But that's what that's what it is. But if the person there needs to be someone with legitimate threat, and when I think of a threat, someone to go down and take down the big dog, Buddy Murphy is not the way to go. I don't know why fans want this. I don't know why people think they should have this, but I don't know, man. If it was someone else, it has to be someone who's actually legitimately looks like a threat. I don't care how good a promo Buddy Murphy can pull. There is no way you can make him a threat in less than 2 weeks at SummerSlam if this match will happen. But that's just my personal opinion. And if I'm wrong, go ahead and lay him down in the comments below. Let me know. Yes, I'm still on Fields of Franco thing because, hey, why not? Well, he doesn't have a copyright on that. Doesn't have a copyright on it, so I feel free to use it. Anyway, thanks so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching all this stuff here and listening on it. This is Dukect here. Peace and love. And before I go, live streams. I will be live streaming on tomorrow, Xenoblade Chronicles. We're going to continue with that. Friday, Star Wars, Starfighter. And then on Saturday, on Monday, actually, we're going to go back into the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. So, yeah, it's going to be real fun. Thank you so much for listening. This is Dukect here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.